How many people do you know who struggle with their health? Chances are, whether they show it or not, most of the people in your life do. And chances are, you're one of them. Whether you're dealing with anxiety, depression, endometriosis, acne, eczema, autoimmune, thyroid, Lyme, brain fog, fatigue, or any other symptom or condition, you're far from alone. Living with symptoms has become the new normal. So no more guessing games. It's time to get answers. Welcome to the Medical Medium Podcast. I'm Anthony William.
We're talking about angels. That's right, angels. Do you believe in angels? There are a lot of people that do, and then there's some that don't. And did you know you're not alone? Now, it's easy to think you're alone when you don't feel good. You're on Mattress Island, or you got some aches and pains, and you're sick, going through a lot of different struggles, or maybe you went through some betrayal, some hardships, some letdowns. It could make somebody think, like, what's the point? But the thing is, there's angels, angelic forces, and they're around. They're looking out. And there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world right now. Seems to be getting worse and worse and worse with the quickening. But it just puts the angels on guard. The angels become hyper-aware. This means hyper-aware for you. This means looking out for you. We just have to learn how to call them. We just have to keep our eyes open. We just got to think about them because they're there and they care. Now remember, we have an audience. God and the angels are looking out. Now in this episode, we're going to cover some different angels. Angels you can call upon. Angels that are hoping you call upon them. Now get ready, fasten your seatbelts. It's time to connect to some angels. It's time to be connected, tuned in. And with angels, you're in the right place at the right time. I've seen signs in my lifetime. I've seen angels. I know they're real. And not just real, real. I've seen one when I was almost drowning underwater, saving my dog many, many years ago. And that angel saved my life. And throughout the decades, I've seen others. And I've also seen the signs. And you have too. You've seen the signs. I know you have. Think about it a little bit. What about that time you could not explain? And it just didn't make sense. How it all happened. That day, that moment, you knew something was up. And maybe you're somebody where you didn't know. You just don't remember. But it happened. Something happened. There was a sign. There was an angel. Something occurred. Because what happens with human beings is we block things out. Yes, we block things out. We don't see it in the moment. It's not crystal clear. Something supernatural happens, and we don't really see it. We experience it. It gets locked up in our subconsciousness. Our subconscious holds on to it. Our soul holds on to it. But we kind of pack it up, lock it up, and move on. As if nothing ever happened. But it did happen. It did. And a lot of people out there, they think back and they're like, wait a minute. That would have never happened unless this happened. That would have never occurred unless this occurred. I would have never got through that if something supernatural didn't occur. I would have never made it if God wasn't involved, if God didn't intervene. I would have never survived that if it wasn't for some kind of angelic force. And I remember seeing something. It was there. There was something holy present. There was some kind of angelic force present. There was some kind of godly force there and present. And what about the people that had a difficult experience in life, a struggle, something happened, and they just barely made it out alive? And they know deep down in their heart, it could have been so much worse, that something intervened. Yeah, they got hit hard. Yeah, they got scarred with something, but in the end, they know something intervened. They made it. They survived it. As bad as it was, they still survived it. Every little thing we do here has an impact. There's an impact spiritually. I recently heard a story about a guy that loved to save animals of all kinds. That's my kind of guy because I like to do that too. He used to save bunny rabbits, cats, dogs, foxes, turtles, coyotes, whatever came his way. And one day he saw something in the road as he was driving his car, and it was a snake. He parked his car, he jumped right out, and he grabbed the snake without thinking about anything. And then the snake bit him good. And the snake wasn't a friendly snake. It was a timber rattlesnake. And the venom started traveling to kill this man. He went numb, couldn't talk, couldn't walk. First responders got to him. They got him to the hospital. He got treatment. He got the antivenom, and he nearly died. He was on death's door. When he finally started coming around and they pulled him out of the medicine-induced coma, he knew supernatural means, supernatural powers were there that day. Supernatural powers that either came with the first responders or were there in his car or were there above looking down at him as he got bitten by that snake. And he was all heart, wanted to rescue little creatures that other people wouldn't care about, little creatures that other people would just run right over in the streets. Who cares? But the angels above knew he had a big heart and had their eyes on him, and he knew he was saved, and they knew he cared. He cared about life. He cared about little animals and their lives. And is he ever going to jump out and grab a snake without thinking for a moment? No, he's never going to do that again. But still, he was seen from above, and he was spared. He still had important work to do on planet Earth. He still had important purpose. He still had a lot of work to do for God. And what if he wasn't spared? What if he died that day, right on that road, after being bitten by a snake? Then God had bigger plans. God and the angels had another plan for him. And that's what happens to a lot of people that leave early. They were watched, they were seen, but they needed to go somewhere. They needed to cross over. They needed to get to the other side because they needed to come back, because there was a bigger plan, and God needed them to start all over again. You see, we're never truly alone down here. Now, when it comes down to angels, angels tend to walk through woods. They tend to stand on highways. They like to stand on bridges. They like to stand on top of buildings. And they're experts at chaos. Not chaos because they create chaos. They do the opposite. They're experts at knowing about chaos, seeing it, understanding it, knowing how it's caused, all the way from wars to little things that happen in people's lives that don't feel so little. Angels are no stranger to chaos, and angels know people like to do stupid things. They like to drive drunk, drive under the influence. They like to peer pressure people, pushing them over the edge. They like to bully people till the people give up and lose hope. And angels, they watch it all. They see it all. And angels are looking for people to tune into them. They're looking for people who think about them. Angels want people to be connected. They want people to care about angels. And there's a reason for that. Angels want people to have faith because angels, holy angels, love God. And angels know people struggle with God, and that's okay. Angels protect God and care about God. And if somebody doesn't care about God, that's okay. Angels like to turn people around. Angels like to show signs that make people doubt everything they thought before. Signs that are miraculous. Signs of things that people can't explain. Angels want to turn doubting Thomases around. They want them to get that aha moment. They want that, wait a minute here. Something is going on that's beyond anybody's imagination. Because then a spark of light, a spark of faith begins. So why are we talking about all this? Because it's about getting a deeper connection to the angels. It's about learning to call upon the angels. It's about knowing you're not alone and you are seen from above, and that you can call upon the angels and you can talk to the angels. You can ask for help from the angels. And the one way to do this is to know that you're worthy. Yes, you're worthy. And it doesn't have to be a big ego thing. It's a humble thing. It's a humble understanding that you are worth it and that you are worthy. And when you're sick or been sick, the angels know you got something they love. They don't want you sick. They don't want you to have chronic illness. That's not what they love. But you got something else they love. It's that unbelievable, powerful spiritual growth that you have inside, that you have within. And that life experience of being sick, stricken with an illness, having a symptom or a condition, is worth everything to angels, is worth everything to the angelic realm. Because all that spiritual growth is collected inside your soul. Your soul is on another level. And it means you have spiritual power. That spiritual growth equals spiritual power. And it can't be taken from you ever. Mental hardships, emotional hardships, and physical hardships are worth their weight in spiritual light, spiritual wisdom, spiritual power, spiritual light from above, God's light, the angel's light. But you have to see it. You have to know this. You have to be able to get in touch with this. And you have to look out for the signs. They're there. You just have to see them. You have to be open-minded. You have to be open to it. You have to look for them. And it's okay if you're not. The signs will still be there. You might see one. You might catch one. They're still there. But what if we make that connection stronger? What if we learn to call upon the angels? You see, you have every God-given right to reach out to the angels. You are born with this right to reach out to angels. So let's talk about the 27 essential angels. To begin with, these aren't the only angels. These are just some of the angels that are around us, that are above us, that work for God. Let's start with the angel of faith. And although the angel of faith is there to help you build faith, to help instill faith in you, you can call upon the angel of faith for other things too. She's there to help you build conviction. She wants you to have faith. If you're lacking faith, she wants you to have strong faith. She's one of the easiest angels to call upon, especially if you're sick, especially if you have a symptom, especially if you're ailing, if you're hurting, if you're in pain. The angel of faith wants you to hold that faith strong while you're healing. And then she wants you to have a faith that you're going to heal, a faith in healing. And you can say, angel of faith, I need your help. I need to build my faith. I need it stronger. Can you please come and help? Another angel that's really powerful and easy to call upon is the angel of trust. And if you're somebody and you're hurting and you don't feel good and you've been sick a long time and you lost trust in your body, trust in the system, trust in the medical system, trust in people, trust in anything, then it's time to call the angel of trust to help you when you're struggling, when you're trying to recover. And one of the hard parts about losing trust, one of the hard parts about being sick, is you lose trust in your own decisions. And if you're losing trust in your own decisions, then it's time to call the angel of trust. Angel of trust, I need help. Can you please come down? Are you there? I need your guidance. I need my trust to get stronger. I'm trying to heal, and I need my trust stronger to do so. Another angel that's really powerful is the angel of mercy, one of the most powerful angels out there. An angel that can match the archangels in strength. An angel with a lot of compassion. An angel that works for God, the angelic realm, with all its glory. And the angel of mercy is called upon, is summoned by God many times to battle darkness, to fight fights for humankind, to fight fights for God. Do you think she's too out of reach? No, the angel of mercy is not. She's there for you. You just have to ask. You just have to ask for the angel of mercy's help. Angel of mercy, I need your help. Will you please come down? I'm having a fight, a battle in life. I need help. I feel like my soul's being challenged. I feel like my body's losing steam. Can you help me? One angel I truly love is the angel of healing. The angel of healing helps with the soul, helps with anxiety, helps with any kind of struggle, helps with a sickness and illness, especially for long term. The angel of healing is a wonderful angel to call upon when there's a sick loved one, someone you're sitting by their bedside, they're struggling, they're going through a lot. You call upon the angel of healing and things start to calm down. You'll notice something change as she enters the room. And then there's the angel of restitution. This angel understands the soul, understands the spirit and how it can be beaten down. This is an angel that understands emotional trauma, emotional abuse, emotional hardship. She understands if somebody has done you wrong. She understands if some worldly power, some institution, or some individual has harmed you. The angel of restitution has your back. Just got to call upon her. And then there's the angel of purity. There are so many people out there with addictions. That's how this world works. You can get addicted to anything. Darkness in this world wants us to have temptation, wants us to have addictions, wants us to be slaves to addictions. And if you're struggling with anything, any kind of addiction, you call upon the angel of purity. Angel of purity, I feel stuck. I feel trapped. I can't break this addiction. I can't stop my coffee drinking. I can't stop my cigarette smoking. I can't stop my arguing. I can't stop the recreational drugs. I can't stop from running away. And I can't stop my worrying. I need your help. You have to come. You have to help me, please. And then there's the angel of peace. I love the angel of peace, and I've used the angel of peace many times in my life. I've asked for help along the way. You can ask for the angel of peace to quiet your mind, to help you think about positive things, to calm your brain, calm your mind, calm your neurotransmitters, calm down your electrical impulses, relax your neurons, soothe your soul, or just ask the angel of peace to sit by your bedside, to sit there at night. Ask the angel of peace to sit there all night long, especially if you're sick, if you're unwell, you don't feel good, and you have a lot of worry. Ask the angel of peace to come by. Tell the angel of peace that you're unwell and you would love her support. And then there's the angel of dreams. You can ask the angel of dreams to enter your dream. Enter your dream state, to be in your dream, looking out for you, guarding you, protecting you while you're dreaming. Ask the angel of dreams to help you decode your dreams, give you a better understanding. And if you ask the angel of dreams to come to your dreams every single night, to enter them, something profound happens. Your dreams become more clear, more vivid. They become more understandable, and you make connections with your dreams, and you see signs in your dreams. And then there's the angel of time to help you remember things that you forgot. They're in there. They're in your soul. They're in the memory banks. They're in your neurons, but they're not accessible. You're asking the angel of time to time travel for you. You're asking the angel of time to look for those memories, to bring you back there, to actually bring you to that place. So all of a sudden, these memories start to arrive. Good memories, beautiful memories, memories that have been lost. They're gone. They've been forgotten. Ask the angel of time to help you find resolve. experiences that were forgotten, that can solve puzzles in your life, that can solve problems. Say to the angel of time, "Angel of time, can you help me? Can you come here? Can you sort things out? Can you take me back in time? Can you help me remember things, experiences, moments that were precious in my life? I want to feel that feeling that I had. I want to experience what occurred back then. I want to use it now in my difficult times. I want to remember moments in my life that needed resolve so I can resolve them now. Can you help me?" Never be afraid to call upon the angels. Never be scared to ask for help. Never feel that you don't have the worth, that you are not a good person, that you don't deserve help from the angels. Never feel you don't deserve help from God. Never feel that you don't deserve anything. You're a good person. You should call the angels. You should ask for help. You deserve good things. And you're a spiritual person. And you have a spiritual connection. A connection up above. A connection to the angels. A connection to God. Never forget it. If you get a chance, check out the Medical Medium book series. Life-saving information. Check out medicalmedium.com for free recipes, free healing information. You can find me on Telegram, YouTube, Rumble, IG. And always remember, you can heal. Many blessings, and God bless you. Comes to a point in everyone's life where they think no one understands. And they feel they're alone in what they're struggling with. They're alone in what they're facing. Even when there's people around them. Even when loved ones are around them. They can feel lost. They can feel sad. They can feel lonely, and they can feel like no one's really listening. And when it comes to chronic illness, it becomes a personal battle. Every day could feel like a struggle. Even every hour can feel like a struggle. And with so many aspects of chronic illness, it is a struggle that others can't understand unless they've been there before. And if you're in that struggle and you feel like you're alone, I got words for you. You're not alone. The angels are watching. The angels you can call upon. There are people out there that feel a loved one is watching them. They feel a loved one is around them, that has crossed over, that has left. And that's true. Maybe there is a loved one that's keeping an eye out. And that does happen. But also what happens is that angels are around. They are nearby. They give out an energy. They give out a warmth. You have to look for the signs. And you might have seen the signs before, but just don't realize it, that they were there. You might have walked by the signs. You might have heard something. You might have felt something. Angels want you to believe in them. Angels want to help, but they need you to be involved as well. Angels want your faith strong. And if it isn't, that's okay. The angels love you anyway. There comes a time when you look back behind you and your struggles are far away. Your pain, your suffering, your illness, your sickness have been long gone, and you're standing strong. And you'll remember that you weren't alone. You'll see it clear. You'll remember a time when you now know an angel was near.
Original published medical medium information gets stolen and poached by podcast doctors, social media doctors, influencers, and medical clinics. Medical medium information has never yet been proven wrong by medical science and research. Instead, the opposite, only proven right and then taken from medical medium published material and used in the conventional and alternative health communities. Medical medium information continually sets the stage for medical science to understand chronic illness better. If you choose to share or use the original, unique content from the Medical Medium podcast, books, or Medical Medium social media, please cite where this information comes from, so others who see and learn of this information have a chance to know where it all originates, to give them an opportunity to heal, so they don't end up losing years of their life searching for answers like so many have before them. The Medical Medium information here on this podcast doesn't come from broken science, interest groups, medical funding with strings attached, botched research, lobbyists, internal kickbacks, persuaded belief systems, private panels of influencers, health field payoffs, trendy traps, or gathered bits and pieces of gimmicky confusion. Because chronic illness is exploding like never before in our modern day history, it takes a greater force than us down here. It takes a helping hand from above. Medical Medium information has street cred. It's an organic movement of countless people around the world healing. More healing stories of real people not being paid to tell their life-changing experiences of rising out of the ashes of sickness and entering into the light of full recovery, getting their lives back and finally healing when nothing else in the world of health could move the needle and get them better. The information on this podcast is not man-made. It comes from above, from a higher source. Whatever you believe in, whether God, the universe, the light, or the creator, or if you believe in nothing at all, that we're just floating through space together on this rock, know that the information you hear on this podcast is separate from all the other noise out there. It comes from a different place, a pure, untampered with, advanced, clean, uncorrupted, original, primary source, a higher source, spirit of compassion.